Yo, stop shooting around. Yo, nah, you have 5? Yeah. Yo, stop shooting.
Rick, I want my second shot.
Give me the motherfucking ball.
Yo, what's the runs? What's the runs?
Alright, y'all. Welcome back. Kicking it with Kelo and Q.
Yes, sir.
You already know we're back with our homies. First things first, AG.
Free the dogs.
Alright, you already know. And it's been a while since you seen homie over here. You have to bring the fly fat nigga back, Snackz.
Yeah, what's poppin'? What's going on? What we talking about today, man?
Today we're gonna be a little more serious because there's a couple more serious topics. But of course, you know, some jokes are gonna get thrown in there. That's how niggas is, you know how we do. So first things first, let's start with that Michael Jackson documentary that came out.
Damn, bro. Straight like that?
You have to.
That's my date.
Bro, they're trying to destroy the man's legacy, paint the man as the ultimate predator. A man who's dead. And it's not even like you did this in 2010 and he died in 2009, which means you were making the documentary at that time. You did this in 2019. Where the fuck what?
That nigga dead. Let that man be dead.
Well, the way that they have first off, the way that they painted this guy to look in this whole documentary, this whole thing, even back then when it first came on, they're really trying to like attack him as a person, as a character. Where it's like if you looked at Mike, you're gonna hate this guy because like they made the man seem like he's nasty, he's disgusting and shit, you know. But he beat all his cases. You know what I'm saying? So with me, it's like first off, I was saying the other day, you know, I don't believe police or bottle line sin, but at the end of the day, there needs to be some sort of law that protects situations like this. Like if you already beaten a situation, if you're already beaten a case like that, and let's say you are at a status where like you yourself is your market, is your brand. If somebody does try to attack you with allegations from your past that you already beat, there should be something to protect these guys. You know what I'm saying? Because don't get it twisted. Yeah, someone are doing it again. Maybe they weren't prosecuted the way it was, but in my eyes, it's not fair to be doing it. What they're doing to Mike, even though he like legally he beat it. Whatever way he beat it, right? And these people are saying, "Oh, I lied. I did this. I did that." Like, I don't know, man.
Well, then that's your bad. If you lied, you fucking lied.
Exactly.
Why we gotta deal with the fact that you lied? Now you want to make a documentary about it? I don't want to hear that shit.
That's what they do, fam. they knock you down when you're down. You know what I mean? So,
I'm saying though, bro, this
I'm saying,
no, I'm just saying, like as I said, like they knock you down when you're down, and a lot of times they do that in the black community when you're a big influence. That you're gonna get attacked. You know what I'm saying? And it's not by chance how Mike passed. Everybody knows how Mike passed. Mike was about to do his last This Is It tour.
About to get out of
talk
debt.
a whole lot of real shit. He did his They Don't Give a Fuck About Us. He's gonna make that one of his main songs across different places of the world. He sold almost the most albums out of anybody in the world. You know what I'm saying? That type of influence, which is not taken lightly, my nigga. And you're worth more dead. So here what? We're gonna throw a documentary and we're gonna hire one to eat talk with it. We're gonna bring it back up like you didn't need it. Just when R. Kelly's things is on. And you could probably pull up a lot more names in the industry other than these guys, right? Executive directors and producers and all kinds.
100%. We're not holding the same people in other races accountable. And just how you said, how you look for black people who have power, and where you were saying, bro, there's clips of Michael Jackson. You can look it up on YouTube. Pizzle actually just showed me put it on Instagram again the other day, and it's Michael Jackson saying, "Oh, as soon as I outsold Elvis, the Beatles, as soon as I became the biggest artist in the world, I became a monster. I'm a pedophile. I'm a homosexual. I'm this. I'm that." Started speaking, and he's like, "Don't get it twisted." Like he said it to the crowd. He was at a black in Harlem or something. He said, "Don't get it twisted." People could try to say what I look like, whatever. I know my race. I'm black. I'm a black man. Don't get it twisted. Yeah, Michael's on that real stuff. And when I heard the DJ when Who Kid met Michael, he said Michael's a real nigga. He said Michael's like us. That Michael was speaking and Michael was like, "Man, these niggas are trying to destroy me." All that shit. That's how you talk though. That's how you talk.
Michael Jackson was in Cali, South Central. It's a picture. My son was in Cali with the roller 60 cribs.
With Cribs, that's what I'm saying. Low though.
No, dead ass
Yo,
though.
and that, you know what they do say, to go along with what you say on Powerful was, what they do say is that Michael was in a sticky battle not too long ago, or not too long before he died, with Sony.
About owning them.
Owning them and stuff. He had to, and he said like he was winning off Sony because he owned so much of Sony, and like their main artists. So
And he owned the Beatles catalog.
exactly.
And you know he owned Neverland too, right? I like
Yeah,
that.
Sony, all the shit. You own, and what's more fucked on that isn't that same shit? Bill Cosby was in a battle trying to get NBC. The thing, and now the thing is, now I say with Bill Cosby, R. Kelly, you could go at them. You know why? Because they're alive.
True.
They could defend themselves. You could actually cancel somebody who's getting, like R. Kelly's still running an organization. Brainwashing bitches. I'm sorry, brainwashing women, making them fucking.
It's women's month, man. How you gonna say bitches?
Yeah, you guys gotta remember too, everything that they try to do to us, it always somehow backfires. Like, you hear about the Woody Allen thing?
Mm-hmm.
So he just got
That
caught
nigga's
because the
twisted.
man raised a girl, he adopted a girl, raised her, married her, and now she's just speaking out on the shit now. So
Bro, there are people have been, bro.
You bring certain
Jerry
shit to
Piven
light,
guy from
man.
Entourage has been in situations. No one, yo, what happened with Kevin Spacey? We heard he was forcing a dude that was 14 years old to touch him up and shit on set, and the kid came on and said that. But I don't hear. All we had was House of Cards got taken off of TV. Off of Netflix. Come on, you know what it is. But
That's just like I said, man. Black people, man, we gotta do better, bro. We gotta do better, cause yo, we gotta stop being so naive and so easy influence. We're standing here easy to bash our own culture and throw each other under the bus before things are even proven. Like, we're just ready to just throw each other under the bus. Stop doing this. Boycott. Don't support. Don't spend money. But while these other races of people who are doing this shit, who are running all these companies of stuff that you like to buy, all these designer brands you like, all these fucking shows that you like, they run the networks and all that stuff, and they're pedophiles and they're rapists and they're racists and all this crazy shit documented, legally documented, but we don't want to look into that and boycott their shit.
Message.
So yo, we just gotta do better, man.
But we
Message.
gotta talk about ending R. Kelly. So we're gonna get into talking about him next in that interview with Kelo Q. So Robert, let me get this straight. Are you telling me you're an older man that loves younger women?
Dark skin, light skin. I'm an older man that loves all women.
Here, R. Kelly is fucked. Yo, I know the R. Kelly shit is real, but the R. Kelly interview is pure comedy. That nigga said something, hog time. I'm doing hog time. I was like,
Cold? I don't know what a cold is, but I know I don't have one. I'm like, yo, that's shut the fuck up.
This nigga's fucking
Nigga,
retarded.
shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I can't possibly have 5, 10, maybe 50 girls tied up in my basement, no food, no clothes, no air, unless they want to walk down to the street to get some shoes from their uncles.
yo, he said this shit.
Quit playing with me.
He quit playing. Use your common sense. Yo, dog.
Use your common sense.
Yo, he got up yelling and shit. Gil was just looking at him like, Negro, please. The whole time she's looking at him like,
Man, get the fuck out
Yo,
of here.
shout out to Gil still.
yo,
Nah,
shout
she
out
a real
to-
one.
yeah,
She
she
a
a
real
real
one.
one.
Gil still.
She saw that toxic bullshit coming a mile away and she was not for it, son. I fucks
Yo.
with you, girl. You're wrong.
All I gotta say is this, yo. There's nobody that raised our kid. Nobody actually has that nigga's back. Cause who the fuck let this nigga go do that interview? Yo, have it do it. No.
Yeah, don't hear this.
No, stop doing it. We gotta go.
Yeah, that nigga's tripping.
No,
Your young bitch is calling for water in the basement. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm completely joking. You know, but like,
And it was at that moment.
He realized real son.
You got too far.
This guy's fucked, yo. Holy shit.
Yeah, my nigga, that was fucked up.
but I'm just saying, man.
But yo, even the girls went on the show too, though.
defending the man.
Yeah, defending him, saying no, none of this.
Yo,
I
listen.
didn't even want to be a singer. My parents were making me be a singer. I'm like,
They made it seem like their
Yo.
parents were trying to do it for the money.
R. Kelly is taking.
Same
Yo,
shit.
R. Kelly took Pippin, but then made it demented.
Yo, once you
He's
got,
using beyond pimp tactics.
listen, once you got mind
This
control,
nigga is motherfucking Ramsey
That's
Bolton. Yo, if you ever seen Game of Thrones, you know what I'm talking about. He's Ramsey Bolton. If you ever seen Game of Thrones.
yo, son,
What you
that
saying,
mind
bro?
control shit, man, is bro. Yo, mind control is a deadly thing, my nigga. It could be fire in front of you. If a nigga got mind control over you, that motherfucker will make you feel like it ain't no fire in front of
Saying
you.
R. Kelly got mind control over those girls.
Yo, I'm telling you,
When
son.
he ain't there, they be talking.
They be talking.
They
When
be
he
going to
show
the
up-
washroom.
But when he show up, they back in the basement again.
We're
Yo,
joking.
now real talk though. Yo, real talk though.
That's fucked up though.
Real
It is
talk
fucked
though. R. Kelly should have been in jail from the video, and I'm gonna keep it 1,000.
Yeah.
The 13-year-old, right?
Yeah, that nigga should have been in jail from then.
Yo,
And black people, I don't give a fuck how many records this nigga put out. Y'all niggas was caping for this man. Y'all know damn well that nigga should have been in jail.
Yo, no word of a lie, bro. That was probably the first time in my life that I seen a video bust viral. Like someone getting exposed
Yeah,
virally. Like,
facts.
I was a
And that
young
was
kid.
before. I mean, that was before.
And that shit-
And that was off of bootlegs and shit.
Bro, bootlegs. I see that shit online.
I
It was
didn't see
Kazaa.
nothing.
It was Kazaa.
I didn't see
You
it.
guys remember Kazaa? If you guys had Kazaa,
Yeah, I know what you're
Kazaa.
talking about, but I never
Yo,
seen anything.
Virus
I
Central.
never looked at that shit.
Virus
I
Central.
just heard that he did it, and then they
I
shut up
actually
saying I
seen
this on
the videos.
I seen the
And
video.
that shit was
That's
fucked.
all right.
Yeah, that shit was fucked still. It was like a 3-part video. Is this fucked?
Yeah, that shit bananas.
And he was eating ass too in the video.
Wow.
Just to say that out there.
Yeah, facts.
The
Facts.
bun.
Before girl shit came out,
Is it yo? That's what it was called.
Raise it up, girl.
That's what I was saying. That's what it was called. Tossing salad. Yo, come on. Watch out, toss salad.
No offense.
I want to
That's
say
how
one.
you
Yo,
know.
come on.
Yo, yeah, to get back to real on it though, that's how you know the man. Yo, he was so desperate on there. He went on there to do an interview because he's like, man, the jig is up. I'm going down. He's so desperate in the interview. Like you can see it. All the things he's doing is like, that's like PR strategy 101. Man. You
Facts.
start crying, da da da. I've been saying, really and truly, once this stuff came out, R. Kelly should have went up on that interview and said, yo, I have a problem. I need help. I swear, the way the world is right now and the forgiving culture we're in, it would switch and they would all be trying to say, yo, we need to help him.
Yeah,
Da, da, da.
Reach
They
out
would
to
have
this
more,
guy.
Yeah.
and they wouldn't be paying him as what he is. But because he's denying it, and he's still doing it, it's like, yo, come on.
What are you doing?
Yeah, come on.
Something what? Something.
Yeah, come
something.
on.
Because
Yeah.
because real talk at the end of the day, it's like yo, R.
Something.
Kelly, like nobody's attacking you because of these 2 girls that you have right now.
Yeah.
Real talk, like nobody really gives a fuck. Like
Yeah.
people are
parents.
talking about it because it's relevant right now, but nobody really cares that you have 2 19-year-old girlfriends. Real talk.
Well, they're 21 now.
Or however old they are. So the young girls, right? Everybody is more hurt in the fact that one, it was one of our icons that they pretty much did all this shit, and 2 is just the fact that everybody starts to like what we've been doing too. Is just realizing that fuck, like all this music and all this vibes and everything that you've been digesting for all these years have probably been like from this guy taking it from evil shit, like doing it with underage girls and all that stuff, right?
So the
So
grind don't sound the same, man.
R. Kelly obviously, like you said, he just needs to own up to what he did, take his time because he's gonna do the time regardless.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, I hope that.
Yeah. So we're gonna get off that R. Kelly shit, off the Michael Jackson shit. We just obviously we had to touch on that because that's real life, real problems. But
Unless we going down the street to get some shoes from y'all.
anyways, we go to the next segment. Anyways, you said you had a question for us. So.
Yeah, I got a question. I got a question about niggas. Alright. So, can white people be niggas?
Facts.
Of course. Facts.
they can be called a nigga.
Can brown people be niggas?
Facts.
Yes.
Can white people say nigga?
No.
Okay. Can brown people say nigga?
No.
Fuck no.
Okay. Why not though? Like,
Okay.
alright, so what's
Can I say one main thing?
What?
This is I think it's a crazy point to counter it, but the ones, I'll say 90% of the ones who, like we said, could be a nigga, don't use the term. And now that alone, it just shows, in a sense, why they get to become out of that category and be put in the term with us that we feel that they're just like us. Because they, without even saying it, kind of understand that struggle that they don't need to say that word to us, even though we call them our nigga. Like, yo, that's my nigga. But the love for them won't say, yo, what up, nigga? You won't say it back to you.
That's facts.
Yo, that's fact.
You know what I'm saying?
I have real white friends that have never said it.
It's an unwritten rule.
Shout out Hitter.
But I think also what you meant by how can they be niggas is more on the, like, you know how I say there's black people and there's niggas, and I say I'm half black, half nigga. I think you meant more in that sense. But the reason why I just say they can't say it is because it's straight up like this. Every time it comes down to you want to diss a black person, what's the one thing that people go to?
Nigga.
Nigger! You're a fucking nigger!
Now check this
You're
out,
a
right?
fucking nigger. They go anybody will say it. So then you can't say it
I feel
then.
you.
We own that word now.
So check this thing out, right? I feel like every race got their derogatory term. You know what I'm saying? Just like we got black and nigger, white people got white and cracker.
No, we got way more than nigger.
Now hold on, let me finish. Let me say what I'm gonna say. And once I say it, I'm gonna break it down a little bit. White people got cracker. Hispanics got spicks. You see how we say we got black and then there's niggas? Same shit. You got white people and you got crackers. You got Hispanics and you got spicks. To be honest, it's really just an ignorant term. It's just a term to explain a piece of ignorance. So it's all the same shit.
Yeah.
So
I know what you're saying, but it's still, you know.
no. We can't say it because we use it as a term
Oh,
of
this one
endearment.
really
That's
pisses me
why we turned it into something positive, as all black people always do.
Let's call that. How is it when you flip in, say it to the media, anything like that? If you say faggot, oh, it's over for you. It's over. You get the big fine, da 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 da. But you can get away with saying nigga. That's not fair.
No, for real.
That's not fair. And that's why, you see, when even white people try to say like, oh, cracker or something, they don't give a fuck if you call them a cracker. They don't give a fuck.
We'll call them a
But if call them something like that, or a redneck or something, that's,
yeah, white people hate
they don't
cunts.
like being
Say
called.
call a woman a cunt. Sure.
Yeah.
She go both
Let's say
ways.
white person get mad, you cunt.
What? It's what she called me. Excuse me.
Then put out the big that super ass out the chest. What you say to me? Trust me.
Yo.
Yeah, so.
No,
Same context, huh?
Same context though. But, I don't know, I'm just trying to say like, yeah, like,
Okay.
just allow it, just
But yeah,
let it go.
it's
But
very
just let it
common,
go because
though.
pretty
It's
much
very common.
we took nigga. So if you wanna be racist or you wanna like derogatory call us, then use something else. Don't go to nigger. Just say coon. You know, here's a tar baby. Hit us with one of the different ones that you guys made up.
Listen, let me
Don't hit us with nigger.
No,
And then try to
listen.
say, yo, I said nigga, but it's in a rap song. Guess what? When I'm rapping rap songs and I'm around kids or something like that, guess what I do? I change the word. So my brother, I change the word. So you don't have to say it.
Let me just
You
put
really
this
don't have
out. General disclaimer. Just know, tar baby, coon, all those words,
it's gonna get
the
you
same
fucked
thing as niggas. So you go ahead and say that shit, and you get fucked
Yeah.
up. That's on you.
We're not responsible.
We're not
here at
responsible
Kelo
for your
Q.
well-being.
We ain't responsible.
We're not responsible for your well-being.
Get your footy in.
That ain't
Anyways,
us.
fuck. We just want to touch on that real quick. So that's the verdict.
Yeah.
You
But no,
agree?
I was saying, yeah, I mean, yeah, I do. But I see there's a leniency. Alright, here's my thing. There's a leniency because even with like other races like Afghans, where it's the same thing. Where you give the example of they understand certain struggles of, you know what I'm saying, not having and have to grow up without it, going through war, turmoil, or whatever, certain situations are one with this country beside, you know what I'm saying? So when they get here, they're different, but they're still like, there's that universal connection of like, I get you. I know you're
I
like,
understand that, yeah.
you're on that shit over here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
You're the us of over here.
exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like if white people had us, it'd be Russia. That's how I feel. Like they're the black people of the white people.
Nah, I probably
Well,
say
we-
I say Italian.
And,
Yeah, I was gonna say
Italian, but
I was gonna say Italian.
they're already
But
blood. They're
yeah.
blood tied.
Yeah.
They're blood tied. They won't admit it,
Yeah.
but they're blood tied. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's a fact.
Russians are literally separate. Like
That's
their
a
own.
fact.
Your own people.
You know what I'm saying? If you go down to it, they're right on top of Africa and Morocco and all those Moroccans that look like skin. Yeah, the Italians. Yeah, right through there. All of that. You know what I'm saying? So like, there's reasoning for that. So yeah, they don't want to say that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of shit that got built in Italy. They actually in Italy they recognize more black culture within that place than outside. Like when they leave, they ain't telling you that.
No, they don't.
Like they have the black, what is it, Mona Lisa or something, or the black. What's that? Black,
I heard in the
Black
Vatican.
Madonna, or is it
I don't know.
Madonna?
I just heard in the Vatican is the
Black
real
Madonna.
nature.
Yeah.
And they say it's black. That's what I heard.
But Russia recognizes it too.
Yeah. So, hey. Anyways,
Anyways, yeah.
listen, just to touch on that real quick. Gotta get to a next real topic. Sir, let's lead us into it's your conspiracy theory time. Even though it's the truth, because it's not a conspiracy.
I was about to say it's not conspiracy. Well, I was gonna say,
I know, but people are gonna be like, we tripping.
well, yo, if I'm tripping, y'all need to hit us up, DM, comment, anything, and let me know how I'm tripping on this one. But is it just me? Or is all this time change bullshit, daylight savings, is that bullshit? Is that lies? Is that crap? Or am I the only one that thinks this? And the reason why I say this is this. There's one thing that doesn't change for nobody, and that's the earth. It does what it does, no matter what. It's gonna rain, it's gonna rain, it's gonna be hot, it's gonna be cold. The earth chooses, we can't change that. Well, to an extent, because these guys have a weather machine, but that's a whole other topic.
Okay.
But
Let me crush that one.
you know what I'm saying? It'll be okay.
Alright.
But the earth is gonna be the earth, right?
Alright.
So when you see certain signs of certain things, you know that the earth itself is entering change. So I'll say, maybe like 2 or 3 weeks now, because I'm up early, like, you know, I'm team no sleep, whatever. And I've been seeing that the sun's rising way earlier than usual, like, you know what I'm saying? Like by 7 o'clock, it's bright outside now, or whatever the case is.
Before they said daylight savings.
Way before daylight savings came out. So now daylight savings comes out on a set date on our calendar. How does that even make sense with the earth if obviously,
Shit moves and changes.
you know what I'm saying? How can daylight savings be set on a time on a calendar when it's regarding the time that the earth is changing?
I think it's different every
You're
year.
trying to keep up. You're trying to capture.
I think it's a different date every year. Just like how they use the groundhog to determine how many more weeks of
No, but if
winter is left or whatever. Like,
you pull up a calendar,
That's different.
like if you put up a say if you get like a calendar for the new year towards the end of the year. When you look through that calendar, it already have the daylight savings day marked on our calendar for the next year already.
It's the moon cycles. It's the moon cycles.
Yeah.
It's like they're saying that it moves with it. It's kind of like your birthday.
It's like
How
how Christmas-
it's kind of like your birthday. See how your birthday moves like that. Like that's how they move it.
To be honest, I think they just do that to keep everybody in order. Like they say, we're gonna push back the time 1 hour, push it ahead, whatever, to save daylight so we can have a longer day collectively.
To be
So
honest
we're gonna
with
save
you,
against this day and this
I don't
time.
know,
We're gonna
but
do
why
it.
is it in Arizona?
Okay.
I just want to know why is it in Arizona that, like I said, they don't switch it. Like you said, other places around the world don't switch it. They don't acknowledge
Because
it.
those
Which
people
means
half of the year they're gonna be aligned with us. It doesn't really change. It's not has nothing to do with the cycle or nothing. It's just collectively shifting everybody together to keep like, society on the same time schedule. So the show starts at 7 o'clock on the East Coast, and it starts at 10 o'clock on the West Coast, same time.
to be honest,
No,
I don't give a fuck as long as I'm just here to see the next day. So y'all hurt my motherfucking brain with this shit.
no, with Arizona, I think it's because I swear they don't have winter out there, no?
no, but they don't have
Doesn't-
winter in fucking Texas either. Like they don't have winter. In,
Yeah, so
Bro,
which
snow
means
in
their
Vegas like a
days
couple
are not
weeks ago.
switching like that.
no, but
It's
Texas
like
acknowledges
full of the whole year.
Texas does do a daylight savings. They did it just like us. They pushed their hour back, but Arizona does not acknowledge at any point in the year. And I only found this out yesterday, seeing on people's Twitter. And then people from Arizona are like, no, it don't change here. It's the same time zone all the
That's
time.
what I'm saying. Like
They don't-
I understand you say bring society back to the same thing, but why don't they just not change the time? Society will still be all at the same time. They're changing it is why
I think-
we're off of time.
Because I think that's an extra hour of business, more economy, more money. Right?
That's what I'm saying. Like they made this. That's what I'm trying to say. It's man-made.
Yeah, it's nothing like that. Nothing with it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
time
It has
is.
nothing to do with the thing. That's what I'm trying to say. It's bullshit.
That's
I'm
an illusion. That's
sure.
the illusion part. You know what I mean?
Time itself is illusion, so that all that doesn't matter after. Like
Yeah.
everything
Yeah,
else
but
after
guys-
that's gonna be illusion.
I said that was our topic on that. You know, give us your feedback. You know, if you're a smarter scientist type of person, you want to crush our argument, go right ahead.
If you a
We're all
nigga
willing to
like
learn.
me, you just don't give a fuck about none of that shit, comment too.
No, we don't want to hear y'all.
Yeah.
Watch this and go to sleep.
Like we've been saying, not that motherfucking and the Kickin on Q. You know what I'm saying? You got nothing else to talk about, really?
Nah, I got some shit to talk about. What's up with your
Oh.
bitch ass nigga? Let me stop playing.
Shaq, why is P. Diddy changing his name to Love, fam? Why? What kind of
Yo, B Diddy.
What kind of
Yo, Mayu. Go on, Mayu. What you chat?
Fuck, fam?
No man gonna call you love, Mayu. Go on.
Diddy. On a real levels. On a real levels. And then he said, what did he say in the video? Don't make me have to give it to you.
Yeah, don't make me put it on you.
Don't make me have to put
You
it on
can't say that the same thing when you say, man.
I heard
listen.
too much funny shit about your parties.
Yeah.
Not gonna shit for you saying that and I'm not calling you love, man.
No
There's
comment.
Too much suspect.
Just stop it. Just
You know
stop
what?
it. Money can't make you do all that dumb shit.
Yeah,
Come on.
fam.
Go on, Mayu. Go.
Finish
go,
it like that.
Go on.
Salute everybody that came out. We were fucking finger. Motherfucking AG, don't know.
Don't know like that.
Alright, good.
This guy here. This guy here. He's.
You already know, nigga. Snackz. Yeah, you're taking too long. This thing's moving like a slot. Fuck it. Snorlax over here.
Boy, you big short for nothing ass.
Fucking,
height having ass nigga.
You, if you had anything to say to the people, say it to them. You know, cameraman, everybody cooks. You already know.
Yeah, man. Free all the dogs.
I do got something to say. Hey yo, if y'all like money
Oh, yeah.
and y'all like video games and y'all think y'all got some skill in either NBA 2K19 or FIFA 19, then you need to come and holler at your boys real quick. Cause we got a new little something going on right here. A 2K tournament for y'all, and a 2K FIFA tournament. And guess what? We get to win your favorite thing. Money.
If
So-
you trash, don't
Money,
pull
money,
up though.
money.
Guys, $60 as you can see right here. We'll show you the comments. We'll show you everywhere you can go. Check out the Instagram page. Check out everything we got for you guys to come and sign up with us.
See that? Put your
Guys.
money up. Put up or shut up.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? Money up front.
If you
I don't hear
trash,
no comments without no dollars talking.
March 22nd,
hold up.
$60 for early.
Don't talk shit. You pull up. If you trash, I'm gonna punch you with your shit. And I got all permission from the guys, so you better not.
No,
be
he
trash.
doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
Event is
Come
April.
through.
Deadline March 22nd. See what I mean?
Bye.